following program contains the opinions of its host and guests, not those of this network. The opinions expressed are for non-commercial informational purposes only. Listeners are cautioned not to rely on program content to treat or prevent disease, but are advised to consult with a licensed healthcare professional where they live for diagnosis and treatment of disease.
And now, the superstar of alternative health and purveyor of medical truth, Dr. Joel Wallach.
Hello and welcome to Dead Doctors Don't Lie. Dr. Joel Wallach, your host, a veterinarian and physician. And I'm here for kids and baby boomers and seniors who don't want to die at 75.5 like their parents and grandparents. I'm here for kids and baby boomers and seniors who don't want to be sick and miserable for the last 15 to 20 years of their life like their parents and grandparents. We do have lines open. Give us a call toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. Again, that's toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. And, of course, this new COVID variant, the Omicron, I guess they're calling it Omicron, is kind of moving around. It's in Japan. It's now in, I think, like 12 African countries. It's in Hong Kong, and I think it's in Holland. That's where South Africa, the white population, originated from, and so there's a lot of travel between South Africa and Holland, so I think it's in Holland right now. It's in California, it's in Minnesota, it's in New York City. They had a big Japanese, of course, it's in Japan. They had a big Japanese media event in New York City, and there's a lot of people who were infected there. And then it's in Colorado, and so it's moving along, kind of like the Delta variant did in the beginning, a year and a half ago. And it wasn't a big deal. It was there, and it kind of showed up here and there, but it wasn't a scary thing until after it'd been around for a year. And I suspect that's what's going to happen with this Omicron. Okay, and everybody's saying, well, it's a nothing. You get fever and for a couple of days, and it's over with. Well, I wouldn't bet on that. And so you have to appreciate right now we have not done a very good job with the original COVID. We have 49 million, this is as of a couple hours ago, we have 49,692,645 infections, and it's going up at a rate of about 100,000 new infections a day in the United States. So within 5 days, we'll be at over 50 million infections, 50 million. And right now we're at 806,301 dead. For the 2 years of the Spanish flu, 1918, 1919, was 675,000 dead. So if you subtract that from 806, we get 131,301 more dead in 20 months than they had in 2 years. Okay? And so we're not doing a very good job. And, of course, we're supposed to have the best healthcare system in the world, but they're failing us. Okay? Unfortunately, they're failing us. And so I urge everybody to pay attention, get our hand sanitizer, use plenty of that. I go through about 8 or 10 of those little 2-ounce bottles every month. I use a lot of it, seeing as many people as I do, and going out of the house and coming back in, so I use a lot of the hand sanitizer. And then I also use our colloidal silver, 2 droppers full under the tongue 30 minutes before each meal and 2 droppers full under the tongue 30 minutes before bedtime. I've been doing that for 25 years, okay? And I'm pushing, like at 83 right now. And it's one of those things where most people think I'm in my 50s when they look at me because I don't look like I'm 83 years old. I don't act like I'm 83 years old, thank goodness. And so this is something that you have to pay attention to. Now, infants, okay, this is very scary stuff. Right now, infants are in trouble. They're getting irritable bowel syndrome, celiac disease, colitis, quote, gut rot, unquote, necrotizing enteric colitis, appendicitis. These are babies who are on baby formulas. And, of course, I had a lot to do with baby formulas and getting minerals into the baby formulas. And by doing that, I'm the guy who got rid of cystic fibrosis, supposed to be a genetic disease, simple nutritional deficiency. I got rid of muscular dystrophy, gave all the information to Jerry Lewis. He took it to the Muscular Dystrophy Association. They fired Jerry Lewis and shut down the telethon that had been around for 20 years, raised over $2 billion for him. But they didn't want to hear there was a simple nutritional deficiency and not genetic. And then, let's see here. We also have to look at the fortifiers, they call them. They add to these baby formulas. And I think there's probably gluten in them, okay, because all these gastrointestinal issues are caused by gluten. So they have to have a gluten source somewhere, so why not the baby formulas, or maybe adding it to it? And so I'm going to have to go to the store and read some labels here. And this is an ongoing thing, okay? This is an ongoing thing. And so you need to take your 90 essential nutrients. You need to stay away from the bad stuff, and need to use hand sanitizer, the colloidal silver. And also Oxybody is good. Don't forget the kids. Don't forget the kids' toddy, the cherry mints for the minerals, and then don't forget the EFAs. Those three things will come close to giving them the 90 essential nutrients and the proper dosage and everything. It tastes good, and kids love it. And our goal here is to add 25 to 50 healthful years to your life. And we can do that by, making sure that everybody's doing the right thing. But we have to do this as a team. Just a few of us can't do it, all right? We've talked about this a week ago, but the top 3 causes of death in American hospitals each year: heart disease, number 1, 611,405. Cancer, number 2, 584,881. Now, these are the numbers for a whole year. And then, let's see here. Number 3 is doctors' errors. Now, that's the one that freaked me out. 250,000 Americans are killed each year in hospitals by medical errors. 250,000 Americans are killed each year in American hospitals by medical errors, doctors' errors. How many businesses can stay in business if they kill 250,000 of their customers in their workplace? Come on. So what's going on here? Well, I think here is a case where the doctors are not paying attention to detail. They're rushing in, doing things, and they may give an infection as a result of bad surgical techniques. They may be making a wrong diagnosis because they're in a hurry, or maybe they don't know enough to make the correct diagnosis, whatever. We have these problems. And, people would like to think that their doctors are very, very good. Now, so hang on. We'll be back with more Truth, Justice, and the Youngevity Way after these messages.
You're listening to Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network with your host, Dr. Joel Wallach. If you'd like to talk to Dr. Wallach, ask a question, call us between noon and 1 Pacific at 831-685-1080. Toll free, 888-379-2552. The antioxidants found in many fruits and vegetables are known to help support and promote good health. Research has also shown that dark chocolate, once known as the food of the gods, is rich in healthy nutrients. In fact, dark chocolate is higher in antioxidant content than any other food. Youngevity has combined a proprietary blend of velvety rich dark chocolate with whole fruit pulp and whole fruit juice extracts from mangosteen, goji or wolfberry, acai berry, and cherry, along with vitamins and minerals, producing a smooth, rich, delectable concentrate called Cocogevity. It tastes so great, I sometimes drink it right out of the bottle or pour it over ice cream. Cocogevity is highly bioavailable, meaning your body will absorb and make use of all of these healthy nutrients. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Youngevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
Hello, Judy DeVilbus here. If I could only afford to get one product out of everything, that product would be the Ultimate Classic. It has the vitamins, the minerals, the bioflavonoids. It even has grapeseed extract. The one product that would give you just about everything under the sun you would need for a perfect nutritional program would be the Ultimate Classic. By the way, people that are on the go, it's very, very hard to take the liquids with them when they go on their trip to get their supplements in every day. Well, you know something? You can use the Ultimate Daily Tablets and the Mineral Capsules. When I'm going on a trip, if I have enough room, I just take the 2 bottles with me. If not, just use a little baggie and take a couple of daily doses with you. It's very simple. It's very easy. There's no mess, no fuss, no refrigeration. Just take your capsules, take your tablets, and you're finished for the day.
To order these products, call your local Youngevity distributor today.
We're back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Youngevity, 95 Crusade. We do have lines open. Give us a call toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. And don't forget, we have one of the highest rates of the, what do you call it, the metabolic syndrome. The metabolic syndrome is obesity, diabetes, high blood pressure, heart disease, kidney failure, liver disease, and so on. It's called the metabolic syndrome. These are all nutritional deficiency diseases. None of them are genetic, none of them are autoimmune things attacking your body. And these set you up for a bad time with the COVID because they're all nutritional deficiencies. And, of course, when you have nutritional deficiencies that set off the metabolic syndrome, your immune system isn't working right. And so you're going to be at a high risk for the COVID and a lot of other things. Well, don't forget that we're at 25%. 1 out of 4 adult Americans have some variation of the metabolic syndrome. Very bad. Japan has only 7.8% with metabolic syndrome. China has only 14%. And so even Germany only has 20%, okay? And so we really have work to do. I want you to get a hold of the book Hell's Kitchen, get a hold of Dr. Wallach's Cooking Without the Bad Foods. You can go to www.drjwallach.com and get a hold of this information. Add 25 to 50 healthful years to your life. You can do it. Okay, Doug, what pearls of wisdom do you have for us?
Well, I've got a story here headlined Home Remedies for Sore Throat you can find in your pantry. They say most episodes of pharyngitis, which is a technical term for sore throat, that comes with a cold or flu, but you can also end up with a sore throat because of dry indoor air and allergies. And they say these natural remedies, next time you get a sore throat, one of these is honey. It's long been used to relieve sore throat. It has antioxidant and antimicrobial properties to make it especially effective against sore throat that's caused by bacterial infections. And then there's frozen foods. They say ice chips don't actually have medicinal benefits, but they can reduce inflammation and pain by numbing the affected area. Anything that's frozen, ice cream, frozen yogurt can provide a numbing effect for temporary sore throat relief. Then there's tea. Warm drinks can be soothing for the sore throat as well. Studies show that certain herbal teas such as licorice, elm, innerbark, and marshmallow root can help with the pain caused by sore throat. Other herbal teas that are good for sore throat are things like ginger, sage, and chamomile. Saltwater gargle, that's what I usually do. And they say use a saltwater gargle with warm water, and the salt reduces swelling and keeps your mouth clean. Then there's chicken soup, one of the most commonly prescribed remedies for sore throat and other cold symptoms. Studies show that chicken soup works by preventing the migration of white blood cells called neutrophils, which kill and digest bacteria to help fight body infections. Vegetable broth works the same way as chicken soup. And then there's potato poultice. Poultice made from mashed potatoes works by like a heating pad and stimulates blood circulation to the area. Then there's garlic. Crushed raw garlic releases allicin, a compound that has antimicrobial properties. And then there's apple cider vinegar and dietary supplements. That's one of the first times we hear of that. They say certain vitamins and minerals can help soothe the sore throat and may potentially reduce your chances of getting it as often as zinc, for instance, helps prevent a rhinovirus, the most common cause of colds. And there you go.
Well, there you go. And of course, very good. And I like to throw in, of course, the colloidal silver kills viruses, bacteria, fungus, and yeast. And to reduce inflammation, I like to go, of course, with something like our just even plant minerals or oxybody. Vitamin C or zinc, lozenges, those kind of things also. You can throw those in and get some benefit that way. And it's one of those things where, again, we have to pay attention to ourselves. We can't just run to the doctor for every little thing because they're busy, they make mistakes, they get in a rut and they don't pay attention to details. They just slamming stuff down because of everything. And so I really, really want people to think about what they're doing at home, at work, and add 25 to 50 healthy years to your life.
You're listening to Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network with your host, Dr. Joel Wallach. If you'd like to talk to Dr. Wallach and ask a question, call us between noon and 1 Pacific at 831-685-1080, toll free 888-379-2552. Aromatherapy oils have been prized by ancient cultures for thousands of years. Youngevity's ancient legacy, true aromatherapy, is no exception. Essential oils are the fragrant life essence from plants that are gently removed through the process of steam distillation. Youngevity's ancient legacy essential oils are of the purest concentrations from the most respected and ethical distillers worldwide. Many of Ancient Legacy's oils come directly from families in the East which have been distilling essential oils for over 100 years. For life's everyday aches and pains, such as sprained ankles, pulled muscles, and other bumps and bruises, try Ancient Legacy Trauma Oil, which contains essential oils traditionally known to help with pain, swelling, and inflammation. To learn more about aromatherapy and essential oils, contact your local Youngevity associate today. And don't forget to ask about business opportunities.
If you're the type of person who likes to volunteer and help others, this should interest you. What better way to help people than to help them with improved health? Youngevity has been helping people promote optimal health, among others, for decades. Our approach to health is drastically different than medical doctors, who mostly only treat symptoms. As a veterinarian, Dr. Joel Wallach discovered that many common disease states are actually preventable and reversible. Our mission is to help people achieve overall health and wellness, and to help educate others to achieve optimal wellness as well. And here's the best part. While helping people with their health and wellness, you'll also be able to build your very own home-based business. For more information, contact your local Youngevity associate. And don't forget to ask about the home-based business opportunity.
You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463.
We're back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Youngevity, 95 Crusade. We do have lines open. Give us a call toll-free, 1-888-379-2552, 1-888-379-2552. Charmaine, you there?
I'm here.
Okay, we've got a few statistics for you here. Pennsylvania, for the last couple of weeks, has been the highest when it comes to the number of cases and deaths. Pennsylvania, they're running between 9,000 and 10,000 new cases a day, and 200, give or take a little bit, 200 deaths a day. Then you throw in Ohio about the same. You throw in Illinois about the same. You throw in Michigan about the same. What's going on with these upper Midwest states, and what's going on with Pennsylvania? Why do you think they're the worst?
Well, I imagine it's winter, and they probably eat a lot of goulash and pasta and stuff at Olive Garden, and all got gluten problems, and they're all on the verge of dying.
Yep,
right?
They're eating gluten, and they're not supplementing properly, that's for sure, and they're paying a horrible price, okay? It's predictable, and when you look it up, just ask Siri, how many people were infected with COVID yesterday in Pennsylvania and how many died. It'll freak you out, okay, because this is nasty stuff. And, of course, we've got this new variant, this Omicron variant. It's a little early to tell if it's bad or very bad. We'll know probably in about another 90 days where it's at. But, you've been around a long time, Shar, and so what do you think people in these states should be doing? What should they do to save themselves?
Well, in my opinion, the first thing they got to do is avoid getting the vaccine. If I may, there's a Dr. Andrus Nowak. It's been known that the graphene oxide in the vaccines are creating blood clots, heart attacks, and nerve damage, amongst other deadly issues. But what's becoming clear is how the graphene oxide is like razors in the blood, cutting up the body and from the inside vein vessels, heart, brain, and organs. Graphene oxide was found in all the vaccines studied. Graphene oxide from structures in the bloodstream, approximately 50 nm, whatever that means, and 0.1 nm thick. They are very thin but very strong. They act like little razor blades in the bloodstream that can cut the blood vessels. They do not decompose. Once in the bloodstream, they will be there forever, short of a person getting a blood transfusion to remove them. Their effect on the blood vessel is cumulative. The longer they stay in the bloodstream, the more damage will be done to the blood vessels over time. Getting the vax is like playing Russian roulette. The people who die immediately or soon after getting the vax are like victims of a Russian roulette. It's when the graphene oxide hits the blood vessel wall immediately that causes death or collapse immediately after getting the vax. Doctors performing autopsies on victims of the vax are not going to find anything. These doctors are looking for something biological as the cause of death, but the graphene oxide is not biological, so it will not be visible in their tests. There are pictures of coagulated blood coming out of the nose. People bleed to death from the inside, especially the top athletes.
We got the picture. We got to run. Thank you, Charmaine. I know where your heart is. We'll be back after these messages.
You're listening to Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. If you'd like to ask a question of Dr. Wallach, call between noon and 1 Pacific at 831-685-1080, toll free 888-379-2552. You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463.
Hi, this is Dr. Joel Wallach, your host of Dead Doctors Don't Lie. If you're interested in a colon cleanse, blood cleanse, liver cleanse, in the classical herbal way, you want to ask your Youngevity associate for Herbal Rainforest. Herbal Rainforest has 16 herbs, 16 cleansing herbs, classic cleansing herbs, and 77 plant minerals. That's right, and these are all organic. It doesn't get any better than that. In your busy day, and you're around all these toxins out there in your workplace, on the way home, going to work, in your food, in the air, in the water, you need Herbal Rainforest. I guarantee you, it will give you a cleanse. You can control the dose. It's a liquid. It tastes good. It doesn't get any better than this. A colon that's happy makes you happy. Nothing better than a happy colon. Herbal Rainforest. Clean it out.
For more information on this product or others you've heard about on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie radio program, call your local Youngevity associate today. And don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
Greetings, everyone. Judy DeVilbus here. What do you think of when you hear the words tangy tangerine? Well, I think of like a sweet, tangy tasting something. Well, what I'm referring to is the Ultimate Tangy Tangerine. It's a fantastic product. It has everything you need, and a great benefit is it's very, very delicious. It's very easy to drink. I've suggested it even to youngsters. Even children like it. Even little guys. Even little girls. They come right into my office. Their parents can't get them to take those chewables, and besides that, they're not as good as Tangy Tangerine. And I give them a little taste of that, and you know something? They're pleased as punch. So, if it's good for a child and it tastes delicious, why not you? There's no excuse not to take a vitamin when it tastes as good as that does. So how about it? Tangy Tangerine should be the answer to all of your nutritional program problems.
For more information or to order, call your Youngevity distributor today. And don't forget to ask about Youngevity home-based business opportunities.
This is the ZBS Radio Network.
We're back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Youngevity, 95 Crusade. We do have lines open. Give us a call toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. And don't forget these pre-existing conditions that set you up for getting a bad result if you get infected with the COVID, whether it's the original, the Delta variant, or the Omicron variant now. You got to take care of yourself. Don't forget I'd go for the book Hell's Kitchen. Goes into the history of why we have this pandemic. And then, of course, let's see here, we have the book Dr. Wallach's Cooking Without the Bad Foods. If you've never cooked without gluten or never eaten a meal without gluten, that book is going crazy. Dr. Wallach's Cooking Without the Bad Foods. And you can go to drjwallach.com, www.drjwallach.com. And don't forget also, you want to get a hold of that DVD and the CD called Praise the Lord and Pass the 90. If you've ever been in the military, you know where that came from, because during battles, it was always Praise the Lord and pass the ammunition. Okay, well, here it's Praise the Lord and pass the 90, because you do need the 90 essential nutrients to support your immune system, and you're more likely to survive all this pandemic stuff. If you just don't pay attention to those details, the odds are you're going to have something bad happen. And so it's all in your hands now because you've heard the truth. Okay, Doug, let's go to callers.
All right, let's head to Chicago, Illinois. And Tom, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Oh, Tom, you're on the air. How can we help you, sir?
Hi, Dr. Wallach. Talked to you guys, you and Shar, not too long ago. I'll get right into it. Osteoporosis of the skull. You diagnosed me with 5 feet 9, 175 pounds, 42 years old. I got my supplements in the mail a few days ago. I got hit with a real bad cold, so that's been impairing my, obviously, my capabilities of getting some things done now. But I just wanted to make sure I'm implementing this protocol correctly, and I figure I'd come to the best source available, which would be you.
Okay, so what did you get, and what are you going to do here?
Yes, one healthy brain and heart pack, one healthy bone and joint.
Wait a minute, what do you weigh?
5 feet 9, 175 pounds.
Okay. So again, you have one healthy brain and heart pack and one healthy bone and joint pack. Okay.
Correct. One MSM Ultra, 180 caplets, Fucoid Z caplets, Ultimate Vitamin D3, Synaptive tablets, Herbal Rainforest, 32 ounce, Ultimate Enzymes, 120 caps, and then 130 count box of the Rebound FX.
Okay, yeah, and of course, this is what it's going to take to support your body's need for nutrition to defend itself, and also to support your body's, what should I say, if you have things going on, to deal with that and help your body get rid of what you got. Okay? And so, yeah, you did good. I can tell that's one of the formulas that Charmaine gave you. That's the Charmaine formula. Okay? So give us a call every couple of weeks. Give us a report, because your testimony, okay, is going to help a lot of people, because what you have is very common. And so it's one of those things where people like to hear that somebody took what we said and did okay. All right, Doug, let's go to callers.
We're just about at break time.
Okay, I'll go ahead and take this here. We're right at almost at break time. Remind everybody that the holidays are coming up, and why not give a gift of books and CDs and DVDs? Why not give a book of 1 month or 2 months or 3 months worth of supplements? And it doesn't have to be a whole, $500 a month stuff. You might just give them, a bottle of plant minerals. If they have a baby, you might give them a bottle of the kid's toddy and some EFAs for the kid. And think about this. And, of course, you write it off your taxes as an advertisement for your business. And let's get people going. Let's help as many as we can. We'll be back after these messages.
And that does open a line. If you'd like to talk to Dr. Wallach and ask a question, call between noon and 1 Pacific. Toll free, 888-379-2552. You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463.
I am Judy DeVilbus. Here I am speaking to you again. I just wanted to tell you that recently I started drinking the Whey Shakes again, the chocolate Whey Shake. And you need to remember, the Whey Shake isn't just for losing weight. It's a fantastic place to get your great protein. And if you're trying to gain weight, you can take it along with your meals. And the best part is, if you want to just have a great protein shake, do like I do. Put it over ice, stir it up, and you can sip on it for 20 minutes to an hour. I do it every single day. I absolutely love it. You need to get back to it too. It's really good for you. And it makes not fat, but it makes muscle after you work out. And you can also mix it up in a blender with an egg, and you have the most incredible health protein shake. Or mix it with a little water, stir it up, and you have a little pudding. And who doesn't like pudding?
For more information or to order, call your Youngevity distributor today. And don't forget to ask about Youngevity home-based business opportunities.
We're back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Youngevity, 95 Crusade. We do have open lines. Give us a call toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. That's toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. And I get questions all the time. Well, how do I dose all this stuff? Well, this is actually quite simple. When you get a product, it's based on 100 pounds of body weight. They'll say take 2 tablets a day on the label. Like on the back of our kids' toddy, on the label on the back, which lists all the ingredients, in the upper right-hand corner, it gives you the dosage for different weights. Okay? And so read the labels. And, of course, if it doesn't say anything, some of them don't say anything. If it's got, for instance, you should have like a month's supply. And let's say, for instance, like vitamin C, you go ahead and take one of those lozenges twice a day. Or zinc lozenge, take one of those twice a day. Or beyond, let's see, our BTT 2.0. Go ahead and take if you only weigh 150 pounds, you're right on that cusp. In a finance of an issue, you get one healthy brain and heart pack, and you throw in half a dose at breakfast and half a dose at dinner time. If you are not, which I say, in trouble financially, you get 2 bottles of the Healthy Brain and Heart Pack and take a full dose at breakfast and a full dose at dinner time. But just like with Tom, this guy was on here just a few minutes ago, he got a Healthy Bone and Joint Pack and a Healthy Brain and Heart Pack. So he would take one full dose of the Healthy Brain and Heart Pack a day and one full dose of the Healthy Bone and Joint Pack a day, or take a half a dose of both of them twice a day. Either way will work. This is not difficult, okay? And so read the labels, and you get, we don't throw all those nutrients out there and expect people to calculate everything up themselves. It tells you how to do it on the labels. Okay, back to you, Doug.
All right, let's head to Maryland. And Denise, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Hello, Denise. You're on the air. How can we help you?
Hi, good afternoon, Dr. Wallach. How are you?
Okay, what's up?
Great. Okay, I have a question, please. I wanted to know what is the best thing to do for menopause. I'm experiencing hot flashes and then also weight gain.
Okay, how much do you weigh?
160.
Okay, do you have any other issues? High blood pressure, diabetes, arthritis?
No.
Do you have any thyroid issues?
No.
Okay, do you have any ringing in your ears?
Sometimes.
Okay, how old are you?
I'm 54.
Okay, so you have a little bit of tinnitus. Do you ever get hiccups?
Sometimes. Not
okay.
often.
Okay, do you ever have an irregular heartbeat or a fast heart rate?
Years ago, I was told that I had an irregular heartbeat.
Oh, AFib, atrial fibrillation?
I'm not exactly sure of what it is.
Okay. Let's see here. You have anything going on in your hands and wrists and shoulders?
No.
Do you have any dental problems? Did you have any implants or dentures?
No.
Okay, good. All right, Charmaine, what do you think is going on here with Denise?
She's got osteoporosis of the skull.
Osteoporosis of the skull and menopause. So what would you do for her? She weighs 160 pounds.
She's really on the cusp. She needs probably 2 packs. To save her money, I get her on one healthy bone and joint pack and one healthy brain and heart pack, and I would add the Xerafem to it. And I would add
her take 3. Wait a minute. I heard her take 3 Xerafem twice a day. That's 2 bottles a month of Xerafem. And this is the raw material for the ovaries to make more estrogen and progesterone. Okay, go on.
And I would have her to add the MSM to that, the Fucoid Z, and the vitamin D3 for absorption. And that should take care of pretty much all of her issues.
Both issues. Okay, very good. Give us a call every couple of weeks, Denise, because, a lot of women in their middle age, in their 50s and early 60s, go through these things. And no need to suffer because, we have a program for this. Just remember that the hormones are both the female hormones and the male hormones, testosterone and estrogen, are 95% by weight cholesterol. The brain is 75% by weight cholesterol. So how many eggs should she be eating at 160 pounds, Charmaine?
How many what? Eggs? Oh, I would say at least 4 to 6 a day.
Yeah, the little things that come out of chickens. Okay.
Yes, those little things.
Yeah, okay. And so when doctor, you do not want to get on a statin drug to lower cholesterol? No, because it's going to make your menopause worse. Do not do that. Call us every couple of weeks. Let us know how it's going because, there's other ladies out there that want to hear how you do. Okay, Doug. Let's see here. Do we have time to do another one? Or
Yeah, let's head to Virginia. And Robert, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Okay, Robert, you're on the air. How can we help you, sir?
Yes, Dr. Wallach. The subject is leaky gut. Is that such associated also with black dots running around in your eyeball? And there's a way to turn this thing around, isn't there?
Okay, well, they're two different issues, but they're both nutritional deficiencies that are caused by gluten. How much do you weigh?
150. I'm well underweight.
Oh, how tall are you?
Malnutrition. 62.
Okay, and what's your age?
67.
67?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and do you have any other issues? Any high blood pressure, diabetes, arthritis, low back issues?
Arthritis getting better due to your cow tidy stuff working real well. And
okay.
Yeah, I've got tachycardia. Came back today a little bit after 3 years of rest. Hit me again today.
Okay, tachycardia is fast heart rate. Do you have any ringing in your ears, any tinnitus or ringing in your ears, or balance or dizziness problems?
No, sir.
Okay. No. Okay. All right. What's going on here, Charmaine? How can we help him with this leaky gut thing and joints? He's got a lot of joint problem.
Basically, he's got to get on a gluten-free diet. No wheat, barley, rye, oats, no fried foods, no burnt animal fat, no oils. And then I would get him on the, at his weight, I would get him on at least one healthy brain and heart pack, but I would also have him take the enzymes before his meal.
Okay.
Probably 3 ultimate enzyme tablets before he eats a meal. And at night, he can take the tablespoon of the herbal rainforest. That will help keep him regular as far as his bowels go. And I would also add MSM to that. And
yeah, he needs MSM.
Yeah, and Ultimate Daily Classic and vitamin D3 for absorption.
There you go. Because he's got joint problems, that kind of stuff. Not unusual.
Right.
Okay. But the gut issue is definitely a gluten issue, and leaky gut is one of those things where there's about 10 different diseases that you get from gluten, and then because of malabsorption, you can get about 25 different diseases that are secondary nutritional deficiencies, secondary to gluten issues. The only people who are not sensitive to gluten are dead people. Everyone is sensitive to gluten. People say, well, I've been eating gluten all my life. Why is it a problem now? Well, it takes a few years to kill you.
You're listening to Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network with your host, Dr. Joel Wallach. If you'd like to talk to Dr. Wallach, call between noon and 1 Pacific at 831-685-1080, toll free 888-379-2552. Imagine a rich, decadent chocolate that's actually good for you. Youngevity's Triple Treat Chocolate is just that, an antioxidant-rich dark chocolate complete with probiotics to aid in proper digestion. This all-natural product contains no preservatives, and for those with dietary restrictions, it's gluten-free, dairy-free, glycemic-friendly, and kosher certified. Not only does Triple Treat Dark Chocolate taste fantastic, it contains super antioxidant blueberries to absorb free radicals with an ORAC value of 16,936 per piece. Triple Treat Chocolate also contains a proprietary blend of probiotics with over 500 million live healthy bacteria per 8 grams at the time of manufacture. with 80% reaching the intestines, which is much more than most live culture yogurts. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Youngevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
Hey, if you're like me, your life is hectic. You don't know where you're going to be next. Between kids and family and in-laws and work and traffic and everything else that's driving me crazy right now, my life is insane. I bet your life's insane as well. When do we have time to get every single nutrient we need to be healthy? When? Well, I've got a tip for you. Take a product called Pollen Burst. It's so simple, even I can do it. All you have to do is open the package, pour it in water, mix it up, and bam, you're ready to go. It tastes great. It's not one of those medicine tasting things. It tastes great, low in calories, helps curb your appetite, gives you natural energy that doesn't let you crash, gives you your vitamins, minerals, nutrients, everything from the plant world. And I gotta tell you, for a busy person like me or a busy person like you, we need simple, we need good. Pollen Burst is your answer. Tastes great. Try it, and you'll feel better.
Call your local Youngevity distributor to find out how Pollen Burst can make you feel better. And don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities. You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463.
We're back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Youngevity, 9 Flags Crusade. And Doug, let's go to callers or emails.
All right, let's head to Texas. And Karen, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Hello, Karen, you're on the air. How can we help you? Hi.
Hi, Dr. Wallach. I have a dear friend that has been diagnosed with interstitial lung disease and lung fibrosis. She's 55. She weighs 137 pounds, and she's 5'8". And I'm trying to figure out exactly how I can help her.
Okay. Does she have any other issues? High blood pressure, diabetes, arthritis, back problems?
The only other thing that they're telling her that she's having some heart issues. She's been healthy all of her life. This kind of came on, and they can't tell her where it came from or anything. She just started getting tired.
I gotcha. Okay. Charmaine, what would you do for Karen's friend? Let's see here. She's 137 pounds, and she's got lung issues, and she's also got exhaustion. Okay, and so what would you do for her?
Well, and again, she's got to get on a gluten-free diet, no wheat, barley, rye, oats, no fried foods, no burnt animal fat, and no oils. But then I would get her on a healthy brain and heart pack, and I would add to it Oxybody Cherry Berry, Ultimate Daily Classic, MSM, vitamin D3 for absorption, and as far as being tired and everything, she could add the Rebound to her diet. That would perk her up.
Yeah, and if she has a sugar problem, of course, she may have reactive hypoglycemia, can make you tired all the time. So you might want to think about the sweeties, if she has a blood sugar problem. A lot of times people say, well, they don't say that because, my doctor has it under control, so they don't bring those things up. And that's why I have to ask so many questions, because they never tell the whole story. You have to find out what the whole story is. But Shar gave a good program there for your friend, Karen. And it's one of those things where she's got to get off all the bad foods so she can absorb the nutrition. Lungs are like 75 or 85% by weight cartilage. And so I would throw one more thing in there. What would you throw in for helping her rebuild the cartilage in her trachea and her bronchi and bronchioles, Charmaine?
The Fucoid Z.
Okay, fucoid Z is a good one.
Or she could have glucogel, either one. I mean.
Yeah, okay.
Either
both
or.
of them. Okay, and I would also throw in the, let's see here, what do we call it? It's the collagen peptides. It's got cartilage from sheep and beef and fish and poultry. Wouldn't hurt for her to throw a scoop of that in her drink in the morning and a scoop of the collagen peptides in the afternoon. Anytime you have a cartilage issue, and most people don't think about lungs having a cartilage issue. They think about joints and your back and that kind of stuff. But you just think about it. Your trachea and your bronchi and all the bronchioles make up 75% of the weight of the lungs if you throw away the water, okay? And people don't pay attention to the need to maintain that part of the lungs. And so, but at any rate, Rebound or sports drink is a great thing to keep the energy up. Don't drink it after 4 o'clock because it might keep you up all night. At her body weight, she could take 2 of those a day, say one with breakfast or before breakfast and one before lunch kind of thing. If she works a night shift or something like that, then you can take another one at night shift, okay? But don't take it after 4 o'clock if you want to go to sleep. All right. And so, again, I urge everybody to get a hold of us at www.drjwallach.com, www.drjwallach.com. We have books and CDs and DVDs. Christmas, Hanukkah, and all these holidays are coming up. Don't forget, the products, or you buy them at wholesale. You get an auto ship. We pay the shipping. And you start your Youngevity business or grow your Youngevity business. It's a willable asset. And so all the energy you put into it, when your time comes to go to your maker, guess what? You leave it to somebody in your will, but make sure they've been working with you for at least a year before you die so that they know what to do with the business when you die. They're not going to kill it from just lack of attention. And so this is all kind of exciting stuff. And I just can't tell you how much we love America. God bless each and every one of you. God bless our troops. God bless our Navy SEALs. God bless the American flag. God bless our national anthem. God bless America.